Good morning, Adam. Thanks again for your purchase. This is the Breville Oracle in Black Sesame. As you saw in the photos, it's in very good condition. This one was a refurbished unit used for about 5 months, but it has so little wear and tear that it's hard to tell actually. I did open the machine up, check everything, check the seals and the probes, put it back together so that it lasts the longest time possible. And yeah, obviously everything is fine now. I will make a coffee on it just to quickly demonstrate that everything works. I like to start by doing a blank shot, so just some hot water in my cup to warm it up. You can do this step with the portafilter installed so that the portafilter can get nice and warm. Now, this is my own portafilter, my own drip tray, and I'm going to be using my own milk jug just to keep your machine nice and dry. I haven't opened up the drip tray itself. And obviously the milk jug and portafilter are still in the box. I'm going to be making a double shot. Just going to fill some beans. This is grind size number 10. Looks really good. There's usually a bit of loose coffee around the handle, around the rim of the basket. Just wipe that off with your finger. That's 23 grams. It's pretty strong. Being a dual boil machine, you can always steam and make coffee at the same time. But I'm going to be doing them separately for the sake of the video so we can focus on one thing at a time. We also have a hot water spout. Works fine, of course. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this water. Okay, adding some sugar. Now, I haven't made a coffee on this machine yet. I'm using grind size number 10. That could be the correct grind size. It could be too high, it could be too low. If it's too high, you'll see the coffee rushing out of the basket and filling the cup very quickly. If it's too small, we'll get very few drops of coffee, or very little coffee, coming out in slow drops rather than a consistent stream. If it's the correct amount of coffee, then we'll know, because we will get appropriate speed, appropriate extraction. If you have a scale, you can measure it just to set it up in the beginning. The usual aim is a 2-to-1 ratio, meaning for every gram you grind, you want 2 grams of espresso into the cup. So we put in, 23 grams? We're expecting 46 grams. But let's aim for 45 to 50. That would be a good ideal ratio. If it's a few grams out of that or short of that, still fine, still drinkable most of the time, especially if you add sugar in milk. You don't have to be exact, it's not a science experiment. So it looks like we're gonna get less than what we wanted. It's coming out in drops. Now it's coming out in a consistent stream, but yeah, started up a bit slow. We'll let it run. I'm probably not going to make another coffee. This is probably going to be around the 30 gram mark. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's 24, 25. Look, I could make another coffee. To increase the amount, I would increase the grind size. So you can think of the grind size as the amount coming out. So if you have a large amount, you have a large amount of coffee coming out. Small grind size, small coffee amount. This is probably going to be very strong because it's about a 1-to-1 ratio. I can alleviate that by running the coffee again. Not recommended if you can avoid it, but we'll do that just to save this shot. What I would do to increase it, to increase the speed is maybe go to 15 or 12. Should be enough. And now it's on 38. So I'll leave it there. But yeah, if I receive this machine, I'll probably put it on 15. But it's futile to chase the perfect brew. It's futile for me to chase the perfect grind amount or the grind size because you're probably going to be using different beans than me. But yeah, hopefully now it's at least in the ballpark, so when you receive the machine, you don't have to mess too much. Sometimes out of the box it's set at like 1, sometimes it's set at like 40, it goes all the way to 40 or 45. So now that you know it's around the 15-ish mark, hopefully your life will be easier once you receive the machine. Yep. Next is the milk. Okay, the milk jug. Fill it about halfway with milk, with cold full cream milk. I'm going to be using the automatic mode. You can use the manual mode by lifting the lever up, but I'm going to be using automatic because that's what this machine is all about. I'll keep it at 60 degrees Celsius. I'll put the cappuccino amount at 75%, not the maximum, but 75% just to see what it's capable of. Usually it does a pretty good job. In the meantime, I'll be cleaning the coffee machine. So we'll check this out. It's done. You want to have a wet cloth handy. So let it drip into the cup and then wipe it off. Do it a couple times. You don't want to leave any residue because milk will quickly build up if you don't clean this properly, especially around the holes and the bottom edge where a lot of people can miss cleaning. And then when you push it down, it'll clean itself. It still sprays some milk on the drip tray, so like on the grill here. So I would wipe it. And now it's done. You can make another coffee or you can just turn it off. Let's see what we got. Nicely textured milk. A few bubbles. If you want to get rid of the bubbles, knock the jug on the counter, swirl it around. It gets rid of a lot of the bubbles. Very strong shot. I like it. Okay, we couldn't get any latte out, unfortunately. like something I would drink. Definitely looking forward to having it. It's like 10 a.m. I haven't had my coffee. Yeah, look, you can always do better milk steaming with the manual mode, but the automatic usually does the job, especially if you don't care about patterns. I will increase the frothing setting just to give you a bit more froth once you receive the machine. But otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope the machine serves you well. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate. Shoot me a message anytime you want, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. Thanks again, Adam. Appreciate your business.